You don't have to have a lot of resources to be resourceful. Today I'm coming at you with 10 free ways that small producers can grow their brand. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I'm Ben Salisbury. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share it, and don't forget to subscribe. You know, we truly live in amazing times. Thanks to the internet, thanks to all the information that's available, thanks to technology, even small brand owners can outbox much larger competitors with much deeper budgets simply by using good old-fashioned ingenuity. So today I'm going to give you 10 free things that you can do as a brand owner to help grow your brand. I encourage you to fully exploit all 10 of these before you start laying out money for any other things that you could do to grow your brand. Do these 10 free things first and you'll see that it doesn't take a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of resources to be resourceful. So the first thing on my list is start growing and maintaining an email list of trade buyers. You may already have a nice little starter list in your address book, but you have to be very deliberate and intentional about this. There are buyers all over the country who may be interested in your brand. They're mostly interested in your story and the people and the place and all of that, so don't get too product focused on this as you attract people to you. But people will come near you in your social media feeds, they'll come visit your website, and one of the best things you can do to collect these trade email addresses is on the lead form of your website. Make sure you have a place for trade buyers to identify themselves as trade buyers. I have a good example here from Woods Distilling. They do an excellent job of this, and I'll show it on the screen so you can see what they do. This costs you nothing to go do this on your own website. And as these trade leads come in, they will collect, and then you need to know what to do with them, which is my next point. So you need to use email marketing software to cultivate a relationship with these people. And the nice thing about email marketing software is you can see who opened what. You can begin to take people down different paths. Maybe they have an interest in your whiskeys. Maybe they have an interest in your Chardonnay. Maybe they really love unoaked Chardonnay, and you want to keep track of those people. A nice list-based email marketing software with where you can tag people automatically. This is very effective. Now, there are a lot of paid versions of email marketing software, but I want to give you a couple options for free ones. MailChimp has a free package, so especially when you're getting started with email marketing, it's not until you get massive amounts of emails that you have to begin to pay. And there's certain features of the paid version of MailChimp that do cost money, but it doesn't cost you anything to get started for free. My favorite option is ConvertKit. I use ConvertKit in my own business. Now ConvertKit is not free, but I have a link in the description of this video that will get you started on ConvertKit for free up until 100 email addresses in your address book. So most of the small brand owners I talk to do not yet have 100 well-qualified trade buyer email addresses. So this could be a real great way for you to get started. Plus, I just love ConvertKit. I'll make another video about why I love ConvertKit, but it's just the simplest, easiest to use thing. And so I don't have time to go into how to use email marketing software today, but I want you to know that between collecting email addresses of trade buyers and using a tool to communicate with them, this is some of the most powerful ways to grow your brand that cost you nothing. The third thing you can do that is free is you need to create a brand page on LinkedIn. It works kind of similar to Facebook, where you have a Facebook brand page in addition to your own personal profile. LinkedIn now accommodates this too. And for those of you watching the video that think LinkedIn is just for unemployed people, man, you are missing the boat. LinkedIn is one of the most underrated, underutilized tools, free tools for brand owners. And so Google how to create a brand page on LinkedIn. It's free. watch tutorials, whatever. Get your brand page set up. Once you have your brand page set up, you can begin posting on the LinkedIn brand page. And it really helps. That is a good trade audience. It's also another way to get more trade email addresses like I mentioned in point 1. But this is free. You need to do it. And while you're at it, make sure your own personal profile on LinkedIn is up to date. More people use LinkedIn to check out buyers. You got buyers checking out sellers, sellers checking out buyers, networking, meeting other business owners. It's a powerful tool. I use it every day. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you see me posting there a lot. It has really made a big difference for my business. It'll make a big difference for yours. Now, the fourth thing is search engine optimization. There is a big learning curve here, but like a lot of these things that are modern ways of growing your brand, it takes time to learn, but learning is free. You just have to know where to look. So if you don't know anything about SEO, and I sure didn't. I mean, 6 months ago, I've heard of it, but I didn't know anything about it. As I started diving into it, I realized this was one of the most powerful things I could do for my business. And you can start small with little things. So go to Google, go to YouTube, and put SEO basics or SEO for beginners, and begin to start slowly implementing some of these things onto your website. Even if you don't have web development chops, or even better, if your website is built on one of these platforms like Squarespace or Weebly or something like that, it's really easy to start incorporating some basic SEO stuff that will help your brand rank higher. So if people type in, best bourbon outside of Kentucky or whatever, or best vodka made from wheat, whatever the people are searching for, you want them to see your brand at the top of the search list. So those are bad examples of things to search, but you get the idea. You want your website to rank high in search. Anyone can do it, and it's free. There are paid tools you can use, but save those for later when you're ready for it. For now, exploit the free options. Number 5. Start a blog on your website. It's really easy to add a page to your website called blog. And if you're not a writer, you can get somebody in your family or a friend who is a writer. Just simple articles that are of interest to the trade. Don't make it too self-promoting. So let's say you produce a vodka and you're very proud of it, and you source the ingredients locally, and you distill it many times. That's not what you want to write about in your blog. You don't want to write about your product. But you do want to write about things like what's happened to the vodka category, where's it going, where are people using vodka, what are some of the most popular cocktails, just a long list of things that are interesting to people. People are consuming content every day on the internet. You can be providing interesting content on your blog. Now, having a blog on your website is one of the best ways to increase your search engine optimization. So, once again, this is not a tutorial about how to be successful with blogging, but putting a blog on your website is free. Go start learning how to do it and how to use blogs to promote your business. And one of the best things about blogs is other people share them. And when they start sharing things, and the link eventually makes its way back to your website, that's called an external link. And having external links on your website is one of the top SEO things. So start a blog, get someone to write for you if you can't write. And don't worry about doing it perfectly. Just get the content out there. People consume some of the most ridiculous content. You know that. You probably consumed it yourself. Point number 6. You need to truly engage with your audience on social media. Okay, so you have a Facebook feed and you have an Instagram feed. But I see a lot of people not paying very close attention to how to engage with people. Someone makes a comment, you need to be right there to thank them, or at least click like on their comment. You need to be watching it all the time. If you don't have time to do it, make sure someone in your team is doing it. But allocating just 30 minutes a day to curating your feed and engaging with people. Part of this is go follow customers that you want to do business with, see what they're interested in, spend time on social media in a high quality way. This is free, lots of great resources and learning and education about how to do this better. But it's just an underutilized tool for a lot of brand owners. Okay, the 7th thing you can do that's free, and I've kind of sort of mentioned it in some of the others, but it is educate yourself. You need to allocate a certain amount of time every day to educate yourself. What are other people doing that works? How can I leverage technology better? What are some of these new things, like I already mentioned them, email marketing, search engine optimization, all these other things. Go educate yourself on them. Don't rely on someone else to bring these this expertise to you. And I know that sounds really weird because I make a living bringing this expertise to people, but you as a brand owner need to take responsibility. Educate yourself. Follow certain people on LinkedIn that are thought leaders and are disruptive and are innovative, and pay attention to what they say. What are they reading? This is just a huge thing. This is not something you leave up to someone else if you're a brand owner. You allocate time every day to educate yourself. The eighth thing that you can do that is free is make sure that your business page on Facebook is set up properly. A lot of brand owners use their personal profile on Facebook as their business page, and you're just missing out on all these other opportunities. So take time to make sure your business page is set up properly. Make sure all the information about your business is in there. When you're setting up a Facebook business page, they will walk you through how to keep improving the page by adding more information about your products, adding links to your website. How can people reach you? Make sure that business page is fully optimized, and it's all free. The ninth thing is put the Facebook pixel on your website. Even if you're not using real Facebook advertising yet, which I'm going to talk about next, you need to get it up on the website today or tomorrow at the very latest, because once the pixel is on your website, Facebook will begin tracking everyone who visits your website for you forever. And so if you start today, 30 days from now, you'll have many people in that little folder that Facebook's keeping for you called your web visitors last 30 days. In 60 days, 90 days, over time you have a lot of followers. But if you don't put that pixel on your website now, you're going to miss out on all that tracking. So it's free to do it. If you don't know how to do it, ask somebody, go to Google, go to YouTube, get the pixel going. It's one of the most powerful free things you can do as a small business owner. Later you can worry about how to leverage the pixel, but for now get it up on the site so you can start tracking all those visitors. It's kind of like a game camera. People visit your website, takes their picture digitally, not their picture, but it captures their identity. You don't know the identity, but Facebook does, and they put it in a little pile for you. It's amazing. So the 10th free thing you can do is stop wasting money on boosted Facebook posts. Oh, what a moneymaker this is for Facebook, but it's a really horrible deal for a brand owner. It's very limited in its reach. You cannot target effectively. You need to learn more about setting up a real ad account and using real Facebook advertising. Now, when you do get ready to run real Facebook ads, there is a cost of running those ads. But boosting posts you need to stop that today. Not only is it this piece of advice, number 10, is free, but I'm saving you money off the bat. Stop boosting posts. Go learn about how to do real Facebook advertising with a Facebook ad account. Now, not to be too self-promoting, but I have a mini course on my online school on Teachable called Getting Started with Facebook Advertising. It's very low cost, very effective. A lot of people have taken this course. You could see the testimonials, etc. But if you don't know how to do this, this is a great way to get started on that. I think the word free and the concept of free stuff gets a bad rap. We tend to think if something's free, it has no value, and that is absolutely not the case. As I said at the beginning of this video, we live in this wonderful age where all this information is available to us, free. So you need to take advantage of it. And as a small business owner myself, I understand how precious cash is and the importance of managing cash flow. So I'm always looking for the free version of something before I go plunk down money for the paid version. As you get better at things and you want to advance, there are paid options to take you to the next level. But until you exploit all 10 of these free things, don't break out your wallet for anything else. I hope this has been valuable. Look forward to your comments. Please don't forget to click like on the video if you got some value out of this. Thanks for watching.